Hello everybody and welcome back to Top Troops. Today we will be looking at status effects and what these mean. This information has been gathered from the Discord servers, and just a quick disclaimer, some of these state that the effect can stack, however, how many times is unclear. Once I have this information, I'll really redo this video and just add that in. But without further ado, let's kick off. I will be looking at troops that I might not have on this account, but let's see how far we go. Firstly, let's look at Bitten and what this means. This is a status effect that can be given by the Vampire Queen, and this just means that the target becomes 10% more likely to receive critical hits. This effect can be stacked, but not sure how many times. Next, let's look at Burn, which can be from the Elemental Witch or alternatively even the Pyromaniacs. What does this mean? The target receives 5% of the attacker's base damage every second, and its defense is lowered by 25%. Then moving on to Electrocute, and my favorite in this category is the Conductor. As you can see, he's at rank 10, and I'm on my way to leveling him up to max. Only 9 more levels to go. But what does Electrocute mean? This just means that the target receives 2% of the attacker's base damage every second and an additional 5% for every attack received. Quite nifty, knowing that this is a AoE spell that really helps. Next, let's look at Freeze, and obviously Frozen Heart is a favorite here. What does this mean? It just means a unit can't move or attack. This also assists with reducing healing and any effects that that unit might have. It freezes all of it, which is great. Then let's look at Injury, and let's see who we can find that applies Injury. Do with Valkyrie or Samurai. As you can see, I still need to level him quite a bit, one of the newer legendaries on this account, but he does apply Injury. What does this mean? That the target's max health is reduced by 1%. This effect can be stacked, so this can add up quite quickly. Yet again, unsure how many times it can stack. Then we're going to look at Insta-Death and Invisibility together, as one unit quite encompasses both of these values niftily, and that is Trickster. So he, as we can see, goes invisible after Presto, and he also has the Insta-Death ability. What does these mean? Invisibility is quite straightforward. The unit is not targetable, but can still receive area damage. And Insta-Death just means the target instantly dies. Next, we'll be looking at one of my favorite units yet again, Necromancerat. And why are we looking at him? Because of Poison. So what does Poison do? It just ensures that the target receives 1% of the attacker's base damage every second, and this damage can be stacked. So 1% is not a lot, but if we're looking at the base damage of this unit, it's quite a bit, and it can be stacked, which is great. Knowing that this Venomous Pool also applies 5 stacks of poison, that in itself tells you that it's quite a bit of damage being dealt here. Then we're going to look at somebody that can apply Rage. Oops, not Armor Troll. I am looking for Battle Drummer. So what does Rage do? It increases movement and attack speed by 25% and damage by 15%. So this just helps your units attack faster, attack more, hit harder, and kill the enemy faster. That's why Battle Drummer is a very good addition, as it applies rage in a area, and it just helps your army out quite a bit. Next, another favorite of mine, if you guys have been watching the channel, my tree friend Verleaf. And why are we looking at Verleaf? Because he has Regeneration. And what does Regeneration mean? It just means that the unit heals a percentage of the target's max health. And as we can see here, it's 20% of Verleaf's max health, which is around quite a lot, almost 3,000 health every second. Is that right? Quick math, my math might be wrong, but yeah, 3,000, 30,000, what's the difference? It's quite a bit of healing, and that's all that matters. Don't judge me on that. But yeah, let's carry on. Last status effect that we haven't covered yet is Stun. Now this comes in quite handily when you need to deal with various enemies like the werewolf or anybody that has AoE effects to shut them down before they get to those attacks or effects or abilities even. So what does Stun do? It just ensures that the unit can't move or attack, and its block chance is reduced to absolute 0. So this just means that they can't block any attacks during that period, they can't attack, they can't use abilities, and it gives you some time to kill them. That's it for all the status effects. I hope that this helps you guys, and as I said, let's play the game and progress without stress. Enjoy your day. Cheers!